invited to the 40-40 event out of the cabin and dinner. If you would gather right up here real quick, we got some checks for you. We appreciate what you're doing. How would you like to have one that looks like this? I can call them out real quick. Chris and Courtney Leah, go down there and grab a check. Chris and Courtney Long, Joe and Venus, Marcus, Robert Wilson, James Austin, Sabrina Floyd, Jason Olga Mathis, Dalen Simmons, Chris Manifold, Alan Hooley, Tim and Nikki Long, Steve Maxim, Terry and Tia Edwards, James and Pam Alara, Jake and Belle Krause, Mindy Shipley, Alfonso Thomas, Jared Gonzalez, Jake and Veray Joseph, Stephanie Rodriguez. Woohoo! Hold them checks up. Let them see them what it looks like to get them $1,500 checks just for doing what you're already doing while you're making money. Did I leave somebody else? Huh? Y'all stay with me. Stay with me because some of you are going to be back up. You're going to be back up, I think. Spread it down. Joseph, y'all move down. Gather up. They're going to try to get a picture. Y'all getting pictures? Media, y'all get a picture of these checks. All right. So let me tell you how this works. I am promoting go on 40 appointments a week, talk to 40 brand new people. My favorite book that talks about how to do that is Your First Year in Network Marketing. If you can't talk to 40 people in a week, do it in 2 weeks. Do it in 3 weeks. But try to do it in a week as fast as you can. If you can't run 40 appointments in a week, take 2 weeks to run 40 appointments. How we doing? Push in close. Some of you are going to have to move up and squat down. They want a picture. Checks. 40-40 checks. Terry and Tia, y'all come over here. Front row. Front row down low. Joseph and Venus, come over. Front row down low. How we doing now? You got it? All right. Cut the music for a second, Billy. All right, so I got on the back here. I said, at family reunion, how many organizations can you have here? And I'm going to tell you what I put on here, and then I'm going to tell you it's going to be modified because I can't do the modification this fast. I said the top 25, like we had 11, the top 25 will get $1,500. Y'all can stand up. So here's the way it's going to work. At family reunion, I'm going to give away at least $50,000 based on who has the most organizations with them. So the wider you are, the bigger the check. I don't know if it's going to be 10 grand for first. I'll get it out pretty quick. But I'm telling you, starting now, you need to think, how many organizations can I personally get in the house? Now, this is you're going to love this as agency managers. It's for everyone that's not an agency manager yet. $50,000 are going to be given away to below agency managers. Y'all hear what I'm saying? People say, well what did the agency manager get? Do y'all understand how this thing works? I'm pouring $50,000 into their organization. They should go to every one of their people and say, guess how much money you can get for bringing people to the meeting. Now, we all know, I love the way Mike said it or Batman said it, your whole life can be calculated based on how many people you get to our events. So this is merely a financial quick fix incentive for you to do the right thing. Sometimes we say this, tricking a person into doing the right thing. So $50,000 will be spread out. I'll get the grid out. It's not going to be $1,500 piece. It's going to be more for the more. So if you're not agency manager yet, you're going to be in this contest. So we're still going to be running 40-40. There will be a 40. This was for 40-40. You didn't have to get results. All you had to do is talk to 40 people. This 50,000 will be a results-oriented, how many people you can get there, and we'll have something for people doing 40-40. Okay? Y'all tracking with this? Making sense? So the check will have your name on it, and your amount, and it's awesome. Y'all love it. You can spend it anywhere. All right, 40-40. Next, we want to talk about, you good? Making sense? All right. One more thing here's what I do with people when I'm talking about conventions. I say, are you leaning toward, if any of you, I come up to you, I'll ask you, I say, hey, are you leaning toward going to the event? I don't say, are you going or not, because it messes people up if they say no. If they say, well, here's the challenge, I go, perfect. See, are you I'm leaning toward going, but I got this. I'm leaning away from going, but I got this. Because as soon as I can figure out what their problems are, I can go to work solving them. Does that make sense? So I'm not a hard sell. Are you leaning toward going? I'll tell them how great it is. But then if I ask them, I will go to them individually and say, are you leaning towards going or not going at this point? After you've heard how great it is, after you heard the life-changing, how much it drives your personal self-image and opportunity up, are you leaning towards coming? Are you leaning away? Do you have challenges? And then I go to work. That's when the work starts. Does that make sense? Okay, so now what I'm looking for. If you were one of these top 10 producers, I need you on stage. Marcus Richardson, Stephen Davies, Robert Wilson, Eric Belair, Megan Mark Hutchinson, Joe and Tony Walker, Michael Swindell, Kelly Haney, Belle Krause, Megan Wood up on stage. Thank y'all very much. Love y'all. Woo! Good. All right, love you, buddy. Proud of you. Top 10 producers. Y'all ranked? Are y'all ranked number 1 to number 10? All right. Okay. Here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for new success stories. I know we got one first month issue paid $17,972. That's the approximate number. Where are you at, Jake? Bring it on up. Jake Wilson, come on up. You might know better than your agents know. Who else do we have that's fast start, that's kicking butt selling? Nick Greco, bring it on up. Come on down. Cherish Obar. Cherish, would you come on up? Hey, buddy. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. All right. Yeah. Omar, come on up. Hey, Nick. Good to see you, buddy. Who else we got? What did Noel do? He's kicking butt. How long? Noel, where you at? Noel, how long you been with us? February 8th of 2018. Kicking butt, taking names. Just had a baby. Congratulations, brother. That baby's going to need some stuff. Who's selling and that's been who has been here? What are we in? April. Who is this? You started in this year and you've issue paid business. Stand up. If you started this year and you've issue paid business, stand up. Give them a hand. So we're in 2021. So you got started in 2021. If you've issue paid, we could give them a want to be a millionaire just for 1 minute. Y'all want a little bit of millionaire? Y'all turn around and wave to the people. Wave, would give them a little millionaire, Billy. Crank it up. All right. Okay. Stay standing if you've issue paid more than $1,000 since the beginning of the year. More than $1,000. All right. Give them a hand. More than 1,000. What's next? More than 2,000 issue paid. More than 2,000 issue paid since the beginning of the year. More than 2,000 issue paid. All right. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you've had more than 5,000 issued since the first of the year. More than 5,000 issued since the first of the year. All right, bring it on up here. More than 5,000 since the first of the year. Bring it on up. When did you get started? You just got started a month ago. January. When did you start? February. When did you've been here a while. That's cool. Good stuff. All right. Yeah. All right. Move it. Slide all the way. No, you don't have to move. They got to move. Slide down. Slide it down. Okay. Listen to me. You need to rank yourself. Since the first of the year, how much you've issue paid. If you've the most, you're all the way down at the end. If you're the least, you're down here. So it's issue paid business since the first of the year. Cherish, I'm thinking you're that way. High sales, check. All you got to do is ask. How much you issue paid? How much you issue paid? Since 5,000? Down that way. Obar, you're down here. How much you issued since first year? 10 grand? Well, you got like 35,000, 40,000. Nick down here. 11, about right here. Sort yourselves. Talk. How much? If they're more than you, they go that way. If they're less than you, they go that way. This is a test to see if they can become millionaires. I'm not kidding. It works. Talk to them. Talk to them, not me. I'm a delegator. Quick, quick. Like a bunny. How much have you done? How much? How much? 13. How much you? 11? How much? 15, 16. Right there. Perfect. You think you got it? See how many you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think we're good on every one of these. Let's do this. What I need is who you are, who hired you, how much you sold since. This is a lot of questions. You ready? Who you are, and who hired you, and how much you sold since the first of the year. I got it.
My name is Joshua Mills from South Carolina. South Carolina in the house. I'm hired by Austin. I wrote about 10,000.
10,000. And issue hired by Austin.
Austin Peters.
Austin Peters. Okay. What kind of work? Do you still have a job? What kind of work do you do?
No.
What kind of job have you had?
I came from the communications business. I sold for Spectrum. So I've been door knocking since 2017.
Okay. What's your game plan now? What do you project you're going to start doing per month after coming to this meeting?
I'm shooting for 30 moving forward.
30K.
Yes, sir.
How you going to do that? What's the strategy?
I'm going to run more leads. I'm going to knock on more doors.
Tell me your name again.
Joshua Mills.
Joshua Mills. We're going to be looking for you on the leaderboard. Good stuff. Give him a hand. Woohoo! Got it?
Yes.
I'm going to make you come over here. You look nervous. You should stand in the center. The more nervous they are, you got to make them up front. All right, you ready?
Yes. I'm Naomi Newman. I'm out of Colorado. That's my mom. Out of Colorado Springs. I was hired by Rory, who's direct to Marcus. I've sold 5,000 in issue paid. What were the other questions?
What have you done? What kind of jobs?
Oh, I came from the restaurant industry. I was in the Marine Corps, and then I went straight to the restaurant industry, and for the last 10 years, that's where I was. Pandemic got me laid off, and then I met Rory, and here I am.
Who's your mom that's in the audience?
Monica Newman. The loud one.
If your mama don't pull for you, I don't know who will, you know. Naomi, proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There's some money in there. All right, thank you. All right, who's next? All right, bring it on, brother. Congratulations, man.
Thanks, sir.
You got the routine.
What's up, everybody? Dan Hoyt, 35 years young from the mean streets of Denver, Colorado.
That's right, baby.
Super gangster. I was recruited by that fine-looking gentleman at the end, Nick Greco, a couple months now. Formerly network marketing full-time. And what was the other one?
Any other jobs?
Did a little bit of telecom, mostly network marketing, and we're fired up.
Okay, so you've kind of jumped in. Matter of fact, well, I don't know about the story, but you high-level, quick story about jumping in a jet.
Jumping a jet.
Jumping in a jet?
Your jet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he got a couple of them. Yeah. Yeah, a couple months ago, was hanging out. Nick Greco said there's a guy you got to come meet. So we came down and met Andy. He said there's another guy named Mark Hutchinson working a couple days a week, making, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. I said, you're foolish. And so anyways, we went to the meeting, and I found Mark. I made him show me because I was like, Nick, I'm leaving. These guys ain't making money. And then Mark showed me. I'm like, we're going to make some money. And so Andy said, I like you guys. He's like, you guys want to go to Texas? We're like, when? He's like, now. How we getting there? He's like, my jet. I'm like, you got a jet? He's like, I got a couple, but I got one with me. All right? And we went to Dallas. Then we came here a couple months ago, and we're freaking fired up.
You got to be, dude. Dude, we know. We were where you were. Hundreds of people making $12s of dollars. You know what I'm saying? What is your projections on sales and even some wit? What are you looking for in the next 90 days? Family reunion, ice baby, Brian Tracy, 3,000 people here, sellout crowd. What are you thinking?
We're gonna have over 100 people here. My income will be between $40,000 and $50,000 a month between now and then, and I'm gonna have this shirt.
You doing that? What you just said? You can have this shirt.
Y'all heard that. We're gonna keep him to it. Y'all want to see Andy strip?
I know one does right there. All right. Proud of you, man. Good stuff. All right, young man.
How you doing? My name's Trey Truella. I'm direct under Jason and Olga Mathis. I found out about this business about a year ago now, and I didn't know about the alliance. I was looking into a different company, and I got a call from Jason while I was leaving my last job. I used to be a gas technician.
Okay.
So I did that.
A gas technician.
I basically crawled around like Ratatouille through an attic, installing gas lines, fixing stoves, ovens for commercial businesses and stuff like that. And then a year prior to that, I lived in Wisconsin. I moved to Florida when I turned 18, and I worked at Cisco for about a year, and it didn't take me long to realize that $40,000 a year just does not make the cut, and I was surrounded by a lot of negative people, so I was like, I need to move on in my life. I moved to Florida and found out about that company, and right when I was about to quit the gas job, I got a call from Jason, and I was like, told on the phone, hey, I'm making $60,000 a month, and I was like, oh, okay, I've heard this before, and I just happened to leave that job that week. If I didn't leave that job that week, the gas job, I would have never went down and meet Jason. That was when I met Andy, and it was just the coolest experience ever. They were very personal with me, and I don't think I'll ever look back. So,
tell me your name again. How old you are?
My name is Trey Truella, and I'm 21 years old.
And how much you sold so far?
So far, I've paid about $6,000 to $7,000.
$6,000. What is your anticipation going forward on a monthly basis or weekly basis? What are you going to shoot for?
I want to get to 10,000 as soon as possible. I want to be realistic. I've been recording and just videoing and trying to get as much information as I can. So if I can just knock on as many doors as I can, become like Megan Wood, that'd be my goal. So
Good stuff. Proud of you.
thank you.
Good job. Come on up. Talk to me.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? My name is Joshua Eggleton. I'm in Greenville, South Carolina. Kind of before I did this, shout out Greenville, how you doing? Kind of before this, I worked at a call center at Spectrum. I had a little experience in insurance in the past, but just had bad relationships, and you know how that goes, right? So met with Big Mike through a Facebook lead, and we were talking everything, and Mike was talking with all this crazy energy, and he's like, I'm 65, let's put a wiggle in the jiggle. I'm like, all right, this guy's kind of crazy, but let's see what he's talking about. So got an experience, they said, you can call clients, call them on the phone, and I said, I'm just going to do the Megan Wood thing, I'm just going to knock on the door. So all my leads, I just get the leads and knock on the door. I've been here for a month now, and I've issued paid $10K.
First month, issue paid $10,000. Give me. Did I meet you in Georgia? Yeah. Give me that house routine when you knock at the door. Give me that, because you're frightening if you knock at some people's door.
Yeah.
That's what I asked him. I said, what do they say when you knock at the door?
Like I used to work at Rent-A-Center, and they called me the fridge, if you know what I mean. So I was the repo man. So literally when I knock on the door, I just say, hey, my name is Josh. I'm through the state-regulated program. You sent this card in to see what benefits you might qualify for. Do you mind if I come in for a minute? That's all I say.
How did you did something, though, how you disarm them?
Oh, I was like, hey, how you doing? Hey. Because, I'm big, you know what I mean? I can't say I'm small or I'm lying. So I got to smile real big. I got to put a little sauce in me. Hey. Good to see ya. Jesus loves you. Good to see ya. You know what I mean, so.
I remember you. I was crying laughing. I was like, this joker going to be big, and I mean big. All right, come on up here. There she go. Tell me about it.
My name is Caroline Paul, and I'm from Shelbyville, Tennessee. I'm on Jerry and Cassie Burbridge's team, and I'm fired up. And I have done a little over $11,000. I used to be a hairdresser for 25 years. I got into doing some of this. I was really scared because just like what everybody else is saying, like, yeah, right. We were just met Cassie and Mr. Jerry Thursday evening, and we were going over the arc, and he's like, well, do you know how much you're making this Friday? And I was just like, no. So he pulls it up, and he says, well, you're at $2,960.52 just in 2 days. And I said, get out of here. That's a lie. And he said, no. He goes, and then he said, well, if it's a lie, I'll take it. I was just like, you're joking. And like, no. I said, so I stayed up until midnight to see if it's going to hit my account. I said, if you hear somebody screaming from the 4th floor, you know it's me because I can't believe it. So it's been an amazing ride. This here is my husband, Robin Paul. So, yes. It's all about me right now.
Right now.
We are excited. He's a branch manager from U.S. Bank, but he's going to give them 2 weeks notice as soon as we come back. And we are going to be a team, and we're heading for agency manager as well.
What do you think about this? It's a crazy weekend.
To be honest with you, I've been to a couple conventions like this with sales driven. It is a relationship business. All sales are. This has opened my eyes to what the sky is the limit with this. I mean, it depends on my work ethic, and I love to help people help themselves and show people that there are products and services out there to benefit them with life when life happens on life's terms.
So I'm going to tell y'all this. Y'all might not know this, but I love Brit Worldwide. I love Worldwide Dream Builders. These are organizations, Amway. I love those guys. I love the events. I love the meetings. I love the fun. They had the music. They had the concerts. They did the Pledge of Allegiance. They loved America. They had an optional worship service like we're going to have with Tim Goad. I had people getting off of cocaine, crack. I had them marriages getting back together. Kids like Abian. You heard Abian's kids, how proud he is of those educations. And Patrick Connor's 11 children. And I was like, man, this is a great place to raise our family. I saw people getting their lives back together and unlimited income. And I just knew that I'd been doing it for 5 years and I'm making, $80,000. And I'm like, this does not make no sense. And so when I started this, it was really hard for me. And my manager called me, or whatever you call him, my diamond, Stu Baby. Stuart called me and he said, what are you doing? I said, dude, I'm printing money like there's no tomorrow. It's unbelievable, bro. My cousin's sitting right over there. Stand up, cuz. Everybody should give cuz a hand. He told me to get insurance. He said, well, they changing lives. I said, well, they changing one life. They changing mine. And he said, yeah, but do they have our events? I said, no. And he said, they have a worship service? No. I thought you liked that part of it. I said, I love that part of it. He said, it'll never happen in that world. And I said, sir, I'm going to try to make it happen in this world. And I went after it. Does that make sense? Yes, sir. I went after it. When it comes, we're going to pay you. This is like witnessing for cash. You know what I'm saying? We're going to pay you to bring organizations here to see Paul and Tamara Roberts and hear their heart and see Tim and Gay Goad. You with me?
I'm with you.
Is that craziest thing you've ever seen?
That's crazy.
Then take advantage of it. That's why I'm in 24/7. Are you?
I am.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right, guys. Tell me again, how much did you get? Did you get deposited in your account?
I did get deposited. It was $2,960 some, and I was just like.
That's in a 1 day.
No, 2 days.
2 days.
2 days. So it was like a week's paycheck.
Yeah.
Have you ever made more than that in a week?
I ain't never I've seen money like that in my account, like here lately, stimulus checks or taxes, but not nothing that I made myself.
Andy Albright and Joe Biden deposits money in your check accounts.
That was great.
I love this business. I love this business.
Hi, I'm Erin Bentley. I'm out in Colorado. I got recruited by Dan Hoyt. I saw him getting on that jet with you and was like, what are you doing? And who are you hanging out with? Tried to figure out who you were by Googling, couldn't do it. So figured out from him, and I was like, send me the information, I'm in. Because I trust the guy at the end, Nick, and what he was making. Told me about Mark. I trust Hindu. So I was fired up. About 2 months ago. I came here, wasn't licensed, went home, got licensed in 3 days, and then wrote $11,000 in my first month in premiums, and I've done about 13 so far. So yeah, I'm fired up. Yeah.
The deposits are happening.
Yes, the deposits are happening. It's real. It does work.
Were you with part of their other organization?
So yeah, I was a part of the network marketing company they were all doing before. We were all doing before, and had a lot of fun, but wasn't making this kind. I've made more so far here in 2 months than I did in 7 years there. So.
It reminds me, I asked Adam Katz, I said, how much money was you making with Amway? He said, how much was I spending every month with you and Amway? I said, you didn't make no money? He said, yeah, but I spent it all plus. And he said, toward the end, I was almost breaking even. And I was like, shoot. Well, what's your projections? Do you see $30,000 months? Do you see recruiting? Are you going to try to bring people back? Do you think you owe it to them to show it to them? Talk to me.
All of it. I believe that if you don't talk to everyone you know about this, one, you don't care about them. You know, Dan cared enough about me, Nick cared enough about Dan to want to change our lives, right? And you don't love your friends or family if you're not talking to them about this. That's just that. I do plan to, I have obviously a baby on the way. And I want to be a stay-at-home mom, right? So I want $30,000 coming in on a monthly basis. And this is the way I can do that. And I finally found that, and I'm excited about it. Family reunion is literally on my due date. So, so I'd like to say I'd be here, but I do plan to get a lot of people fired up and plugged in and still getting them here regardless. And I will be attending virtually if that is an option, if I am having my baby regardless. So, yeah, I'm just making a lot of money and changing a lot of lives. That's what I'm excited for.
Seems like we have some experience with that same situation, Jane. Am I missing something? Like having a baby or just had a baby and yeah, what was it? How old was Haley? 5 weeks old, and we drove to Nashville, Tennessee in an RV and almost died and about froze to death. There's no heat in that RV, and it was wintertime, and we were not good drivers. Well, we're proud of you, and we're thrilled with what you're doing. We can't wait to see what you do in this business. Yes. Okay? Yes. All right, good stuff. Thank you.
Howdy.
Ed not coming up here?
No.
If we coached him, would he come up here? He may. Ed, can you get up here? Where's he at? Y'all encourage him. Ed needs encouragement. He's sprinting up here. All right. Tell us about this guy.
Well, he's my husband, Ed Lee, for about 20 years. We have 2 daughters, Lexi and Sierra. Sierra will be 18, so she's fixing to get her license on the 21st. She'll be 18, and we're recruiting her older sister. There's a little game going on who can get their license first. We're thinking probably Sierra. So we'll see how that goes, and looking to bring on a few other people as well. So we're recruited by Stephanie Rodriguez. We're spending a lot of time in Treasure Island, and Mike, Big Mike. They've helped us a lot, so have you. Just super excited. So,
Ed, if you would tell us about the big business y'all built, and then you decided to move and sold out, just a high level.
Well, we were in an auto glass replacement business for years, and it went bankrupt, unfortunately, and we were victims of that. So we decided to start our own company, and we built that from the ground up and had it for about 10 years, and we sold it for 3 times the valuation. And there was problems after that because the company was overtaken by a
national company. There you go.
Venture capital, and they sold it to our competitor who we had just left. So they did away with our jobs and let us go and screwed us out of some money, but nonetheless we recovered, and we sold everything and decided we were coming down to Florida. Well, we had that plan for years anyway.
We just sped it up a little bit.
Yeah, we sped it up. And we moved to St. Pete Beach, met this gentleman right here through Stephanie, and the rest is all history. And we're moving forward. I'm going to be doing the recruiting, and I recruited hundreds of people before, and I can do it again. And we're going to grow.
So you recruit them to the glass replacement business. Kids, the young people to go out and sell the replacement, the glasses, knock on doors. Your window needs to be inspected. Technicians and salespeople. All right, yeah, great training for this. It's a perfect situation. Y'all excited about family reunion?
We're already signed up. So, yep, we're going to go for the 40-40 and just get as many people as we can. So we're very excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Proud of y'all.
Thank you.
And you're on stage already. Good stuff. Congratulations. Woo! All right, you or her. If you need to sit back down, you can, Ed. If you need to sit back down, you can. I don't. Okay. All right. Or you can do like me and grab a stool. Hey.
Hi, my name is Gloria Williams. I live in Tampa, Florida. My agency manager is Junior Korea, and I am 18 years old.
Wow. Let me see your name. Flip it over. It's Gloria Williams.
Yes.
And you're 18 years old. How much have you issue paid so far this year?
About 16,000.
16,000. Woohoo! When did you get started?
I got started in January. I wrote my first policy in February.
And what kind of work were you doing, Miss 18-year-old?
I was in food service, which is dishwashing, trash, and flipping burgers.
So how long you think before you'll be making more money doing this than you were doing that?
I already have.
So you've already passed that income.
Yeah, I was making about $9 an hour in food service, so yeah. Yeah.
Are you fired up about family reunion? Are you going to bring people back?
Yes, definitely. It was really fun coming here, so I want to come back. Mm-hmm.
Did y'all drive or did y'all fly?
I flew.
All right. So you got your job set, right? Catch Megan Wood.
Yeah.
And bring some other buddies with you.
Yeah. My goal actually is to do 40-40 and completely just like double my income this month. Yeah. Yeah.
Woohoo! Congratulations, Gloria Williams. We're so proud of you. Good job. God, I love it. All right, Jake.
Hey, my name is Jake Wilson. I'm out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. I was hired by the wonderful Jerry Gonzalez. Before I got into insurance, I was a tennis professional for 20 years. That's on my About Me page in the ATM, so I always got to clarify there is a tennis professional and there's a professional tennis player. I was a tennis professional. There you go. Yeah, I'm just so... What's the difference? The difference is if you turn on TV and you watch the U.S. Open, that's a professional tennis player. I had aspirations to get there, but I worked in the country clubs and taught tennis for 20 years. So that was me. And I'm just so happy to be here and excited. I went to Chicago in March to see Andy. Met Andy there. Hadn't sold a policy yet. Super inspired. Came back. Just controlled my activity, my attitude. And last month, my first month, I issued $17,900.
First month. And Jara grabbed me and she told me, she said, Steve, right? Jake. She said, Jake said he sure would like to get up on that stage.
I would. I would. That was like a goal of mine to do something, do well enough to get up here and be with the big boys and big girls. And I'm here, and it's first goal achieved, and I got a lot more to go.
Okay, Jake. So family reunion. What do you think it's going to take to get back on stage? How many in width? How many people with you? How many sales? What do you think it's going to take? And is that a goal?
It's definitely a goal. Since I brought nobody here, I set the bar pretty low. So I'm pretty sure I can do better than this. So you know what? I'm gonna try to get 6. Let's say 6.
I'll take it.
That's all right. 6. If I can get 6,
you get 6 here, you're gonna be on stage. I promise you, bro.
All right. Let's do it then.
What are you shooting for a month?
I want to hit 25,000 issue paid. That's my first goal, and then from there, it's just gonna go up.
Congratulations. Remember that name, Jake Wilson. Hindu. What's up, brother? Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Jonathan Henderson, Blue Ridge, South Carolina, 43 years old. I saw this beginning in December of last year. Got my license. Issue paid a little over $18,000.
So you guys might have heard me say the name Hindu, and I think it comes from Henderson. Is that what it?
Correct. Yeah, for sure. Background baseball. So yeah.
Where'd you play baseball?
Little small JUCO in South Carolina, Spartanburg Methodist. Nothing major. Just.
What position you play?
I pitched in college, but I owned a sports training center for years and years where we taught baseball and softball athletes. We had a little over 300 Division I college scholarships come through our program.
Tell them about your favorite Division I college scholarship that happened so far.
That would be my son. And the reason why I wasn't here last night is because we were in Atlanta. He plays baseball for Clemson. And so I was there, and I'll be there tomorrow. I'll be back in Atlanta tomorrow. But if you're going to treat it like a business and it wants to pay you like a business, you got to do what the business requires. And that's why we're here today. Yep.
Tell us about the beautiful wife of yours and other children.
So I've been married for 24 years to my wife, Julie, and we have a daughter who is a junior at Clemson. My son just walked this week, graduated, one down, one to go. About to get that pay raise, baby. College ain't cheap. But so she's a junior at Clemson, and she'll tell you real quick, she's the reason why my son got his diploma this week. So,
thoughts, goals toward family reunion. You can imagine how crazy this is going to be. Your team, width, depth, numbers, sales. Talk to me. What are you thinking? What's on your mind?
So typically what I like to do, because my background is in network marketing, I understand that you just have to double every event. So we came to the boot camp here, and we had 13 at the boot camp that was here a month ago, something like that. We've got between 40 and 50 people here today. Personally, I have 3 different people that I personally sponsored here today. My goal is to actually have 15 by boot camp and 100 here.
Okay, so you're going to go from 3 legs to 15 legs. So you're going to go with a 5X, not a 2X. You're going to go 5X, go to 15 wide, and over 100 people total by family reunion.
Correct.
All right.
I've been doing it part-time. I've only been able to do this for like 2 to 3 days a week because of baseball. Because baseball, like you said, God, y'all play a lot of games. So that's 4 days a week, easy right there. So I've only been able to do this like 2, possibly 3 days a week. So by that time, we'll be able to 10X this thing, and we'll take it to a whole nother level. You'll actually see what a pro looks like.
Remember this name, Hindu. Congratulations, brother. Yeah. There we go.
My name is Omar Stewart. From San Diego, California. Play college football, Colorado Buffaloes.
That's right. That's right.
Tore my ACL twice, so it took me out from going to the league, and joined the Marine Corps. Semper Fi. So joined the Marine Corps, did 8 years there. After my tour in Iraq, went straight to be a recruiter. Did recruiting 4 years out of Philadelphia, and then got out of the Marine Corps. I was a finance manager in the auto industry for 7 years, and as I was doing that, I was dabbling into different network marketings. I couldn't find the right company for me. Got into financial hardship. We sold our house in San Diego, moved to Tennessee in January, and came here in February. And boy, Marcus, I learned a lot from him, and then also Jerry and Cassie, they adopted me. Louis Abadi is the one that hired me, but also came out to help me, and also Andy Riddle. And but yeah, so since then I came here in February. Started selling the end of February, and I issue paid 26.
Yes, sir. Are you recruiting? Are you building?
Yeah, so I have 8 people in class, 2 agents, and then I'm going to get 10 people here in 90 days. And then also the goal is to have the Alaskan trip already set and goal already done.
Fantastic, man. Omar, we're going to remember this name, man. I can't wait to see you again on stage in 90 days. Love you. Appreciate you. Hey, Cherish. Good. Fired up. Okay, so a little bit about you and the family. Husband, kids.
Yeah, so it's Cherish and James Obar. We're in Tyler, Texas, so East Texas. And, James, I wish he was here. He would love to be here. We have an 8-year-old daughter, and we've been in healthcare all of our adult life. Tried the corporate world for a stint, and then met Andy Albright and this flock, and decided that wasn't going to fit for me anymore.
Okay, so I think it's okay to tell them about your career, because you did fantastic. What you got promoted up to, who you were over, that organization, because this is really important to what we're doing here.
So I worked for a small corporate organization. You might have heard of it, United Healthcare. And so my responsibility was helping agents in the field write a lot of money, sell a lot of policies, and find ways for you guys to make additional money. So yeah, it is a little pivotal. I think I can help here.
So you saw a lot of people making insane amounts of money.
So they made me get my license so that I could make you guys lots of money. And then Andy said, well, why don't you do it? And I said, okay. So here we are. We're doing it.
So tell them, so y'all built an organization with only one carrier. You and your husband built an organization with only UHC, doing Medicare supplements and Medicare Advantage. And how big is y'all's organization? How many people was it, and how many did y'all sell the last year?
So all in all, our organization wrote about 1,000 apps during AEP last year. So we're bringing it here. Let's do it.
So everything's moved over. All the
right now.
And so you've got people in East Texas. Tell them, where all do y'all have agents that converted over came over with your organization, and how many people were here? Give us some stats, some numbers, just what's going on, and how much you wrote last month.
So we've got East Texas, Dallas, Oregon, Florida is our main team, and gosh, how much? 47,000, I think, is what I did. 47 so far this year. Yeah, I'm happy.
And all of your team is.
Absolutely. So I've got some recruits out in the audience. I've got Jillian over here who's recruiting like crazy. She got the Andy bug. And I got Robinette in the back there who is starting an amazing organization herself. So those that show up go up, and it's been proven. So I'm super excited about you guys.
Goals that you're shooting for, how many people here in Family Reunion, what do y'all hope to, how many Med Advantage do y'all hope to get done this year, personal production goals, what are you shooting for?
So our entire team, we're hoping for 3,000 applications, and we think we could do that here. I mean, we wrote 1,000 with one dog in the fight, and you gave us so much more. So we appreciate that.
And what do you plan? What's your personal goals yourself?
Ooh.
Oh, and how many people
Family Reunion people. Well, I need at least 13 here. So you guys tell you.
13 legs.
Yes, 13 legs. 13 organizations, as you say. So I'm learning terminology here. But, yeah, we need at least 13 organizations here.
How many total people do you think you can bring?
30? I don't know. Shoot for 30.
As many as you can bring from all around the country. Well, congratulations on a big month. You sold a big annuity, and I know you sold some big IULs. Congratulations. It's just started. All righty. Congratulations. Remember that name, Cherish Obar. James and Cherish Obar. All right, Nick.
What's up, guys? My name is Nick Greco, and I'm 31 years old, Denver, Colorado. What's up, y'all? Yeah, so my background is just direct sales, network marketing. You know, we built it up. We got introduced to that concept back when we were 19 years old. And, you know, we bought in. We went to the training events. We did everything, and we ended up building it up. It was really good. Had the lifestyle and, you know, the freedom and all that kind of stuff. And then things changed back in 2020, and I started I was just open. I was looking like I needed something. Like we have a 4-year-old, and then my wife, you know, we have a 6-month-old now, but last year, you know, she's pregnant. And that other business, you know, they stopped paying us. And so Hendu is my good buddy. I don't know where oh, there he is. What up? And we just, you know, we talk, and he starts telling me about Mark Hutchison. He's like, yeah, my neighbor, he works like 2 days a week, and he's making, you know, multiple 6 figures just selling insurance. And I'm like, and he's like, they got leads. I'm like, and I spent the past 12 years, you know, just talking to my own warm market, hounding them, you know what I mean? Like trying to get them in. And I'm like, if there's leads, and you can make that money, like I'm in, sign me up. So I started going through licensing back in December, and I started making my dials January 4th. And, first, I think I even told these guys, like, I'm not going to go build a team. I just spent the past 12 years doing that. Yeah. And, I'm just going to go sell, make a little bit of money. And then I started selling, and I started making some money. Then I was just like, holy crap, like, there's money. You know what I mean? Like, I went and sat with, like, my first, maybe, like, my second week, I made, like, $2,400 or something. And I was just like, I got to tell my friends. So I started, I started hitting on my buddies. I'm like, hey, this is real, this is crazy, and let's go make some money. And it's grown to the point. I mean, we're really just getting started. Like, we're 4 months in. I've issue paid a little bit over $50,000 since January. We've got about 60, in the group on the team. And the group did, total as a team last month, we did 50,000 just last month. We're already, creeping on that this month. So we're getting after it. And we're so excited to be here. We're so blessed to be here. Like, I think some of you guys maybe been around for a little bit. You just don't know what you have your hands on. Like, the beautiful thing about this is just anybody can win. Like, anybody can win. And it's just about if you're willing to work. And if you're willing to work here, like, you don't have to be you don't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to be good on Instagram. You don't have to do any of that. You just have to be willing to work. And if you're willing to work, you can make a bunch of money. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to build an absolutely monster team. And we're excited to do it with you guys. And, we've got maybe like between 30 and 40, somewhere in that range here this weekend. My goal is to get 100 at the event, because in our previous business, it's like once you get to 100 people at an event like this, and especially with Brian Tracy, you know what I mean? Like, you could sell the tickets just for Brian. Just Brian Tracy costs $300 to go see, right? On your own.
We got breakfast, lunch, and dinner with 6 meals provided. You can't even eat that.
Yeah, it includes your meals. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. They didn't feed us at the other, at the events for the other one, right? Like, because you guys own this place, so like you could probably use that money on whatever. Like, this is free and there's food.
Look around. We've got $450,000 in lights and sparklers, and then the Saints. Billy, how much was the light? I think it's $80,000 for the light system. It might have been more than that. This is, dude. We got to pack this thing out.
You do get 200. But here's what I know is if you promote the events, if you build to the events will build your business for sure. And when you get to like 100 people in an event, like you're gonna have people writing business. You're gonna have stuff going. We did 50,000 last month in issue paid as a team. We only had 6 people doing it. It was like 6 of us, right? So what if you get 100 people in a room like this, and it gets crazy. So we're grateful to be here. We're excited to be here. We're gonna light this up. We're gonna build this thing big. So thank you guys. Appreciate y'all.